should I upgrade my RV? In today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 scenarios where you should trade in or upgrade your RV, and 3 scenarios where you absolutely should not. If you're new here, my name is Jacob. I'm an RV tech, and I've got a bunch of free resources, including my Don't Buy a Lemon guide, if you're shopping RVs and you want to avoid lemons, and my Don't Get Stranded checklist, which covers 4 of the most common reasons that I would get called out to stuck RVs and how you can avoid that happening to you. First, let's talk about 3 reasons why you should consider trading in or getting a new RV. Reason number 1 is you want a different floor plan. If you've been camping in your RV for a while and you've noticed there's things about the floor plan that are suboptimal, or maybe your usage has changed because now you're an empty nester, or now you have grandkids. If you're changing RVs to get a floor plan that better matches your camping style and your needs, that's a good reason to change RVs. The second reason for changing RVs is if you want different features. One thing a lot of people don't think about when they're buying an RV is that different appliances and features work better or worse for different camping styles. For example, most tankless water heaters are really bad for boondocking. The reason is they can't conserve water. If you're boondocking and you want to turn the shower on and off, you're going to get a cold shower. The type of refrigerator the RV has, the type of water heater, heck, even the type of RV, like towable versus motorhome, if you bought a travel trailer and you find that your RVing style is to go on very, very, very long trips, like 10, 12 hours at a time, you may actually be better off and more comfortable in a motorhome instead of a towable. It's a good idea to switch RVs if you're switching to get some of those features that will better match your desired camping style. The third and final reason that would be a good idea to switch RVs is if your RV has become an active nightmare. Keyword here is active. All RVs require maintenance. And I want to be clear, I'm not talking about you're having a bad experience at an RV shop because the service center is incompetent. We're talking about an RV that is truly a lemon and has so many issues it's not worth saving. Sometimes people new to RVing don't realize there's what's called a shakedown period with RVs, where a new RV, it may take a year to figure out all of the issues and get them solved so that the RV is reliable and usable all the time. What can happen with new RVers is they buy an RV, they don't know this, they get frustrated with all the list of things that keeps happening to their RV, and then after a year they decide to trade it in, thinking if they get another new RV that they will not have those issues, not realizing they're just pushing the reset button on that whole shakedown period. This is different than an RV that is an active and ongoing nightmare. Like some RV systems are just terrible, like the BAL AccuSlide cable slide system, which if you watch my other videos, you know I hate with the fury of 1,000 suns. This is the kind of thing that you can't get away from. It's going to be an ongoing headache, and if you can switch to an RV that has a more reliable slide system, that's a worthwhile change. Or bad plumbing. If your RV has bad plumbing connections all through it, you're going to continually have leaks in hard to access, hard to repair places. That may be a good reason to get rid of it. If you're not aware yet, in my RV shopping course, I talk about some of these RV components that can cause active, ongoing nightmares. Next, let's talk about 3 situations where you should not go buy a new RV. And this is coming from a guy who sells a RV shopping course. I'm going to tell you, it's not always in your best interest to go get a new RV. The first reason you shouldn't just go get a new RV is because it's old. I was recently asked, should I consider replacing my RV? How long do they last? As if they just expire. I wouldn't switch RVs just because your RV is, quote, getting older. It's really a function of how hard it's been used and how well it's been maintained. I have worked on RVs that were 20 years old that looked like they just came off the showroom floor, and the guy camped with it every single year, but he cared for it well. New RVs are going to often have more problems than the old one you have that's still serving you well. If your RV has been used very, very heavily and has all kinds of dings and scrapes and tears in the upholstery and cabinets that are damaged and blah, 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 because it's had a hard life, then sure, go get a new RV. Not just because it's old. If you have an RV and you want to maintain it well, but you're not sure what all you can be doing, you should check out my tool-free RV maintenance course. It'll cover 15 tool-free tips that you can do that take 5 minutes each and can save you up to $50,000 in repair costs. The second reason to not upgrade or change RVs would be because it looks cool. Folks, don't let the genius marketers at these very big companies fool you. They're very good at making you feel like you need the latest model. in order to fully experience camping. But the reality is, like, new RVs often, almost usually, come with a lot of headaches. And you'll probably get a better camping experience keeping your old camper that's serving you well, rather than trading in for something that has to go through the shakedown period and might be a big lemon. Ask yourself the question, am I switching to get floor plan change or features, or am I just falling victim to the marketing hype from the geniuses at the RV show? I just have a hard time saying this one with a straight face. The third reason to not switch RVs is to try and fix something else in your life. I'm an RV tech. I am not a therapist, but I've had more than one client who bought an RV in the middle of a midlife crisis because they're looking for something. And it don't change nothing. In fact, it adds a whole layer of complexity and difficulty to life and expense. If you want to choose retail therapy for whatever is going on, I would pick something that's less costly. The reality is you really only want to switch RVs when you gain something from that upgrade. If after considering these you've decided it is time to switch, I can definitely help you in that shopping process. Click here for a playlist of videos where I give advice about full timing in RVs, or click here for all of my undercover RV reviews.